It's Thursday, the 11th. I'm just catching my breath. Got myself a nice veggie salad and a portobello mushroom burger with some fire roasted tomatoes, garlic tomatoes on it. Yeah. 12 grain bread or something. Oh, yesterday I had a dentist appointment, teeth cleaning. I have a cavity. So I'm scheduled July. I was like, they're like, you want to come back next week? No. Want to come back the first week of July? No. So mid-July, I'm going to get the cavity taken care of. Not looking forward to the pain of that. But that other tooth, remember I had oral surgery about a month ago? And there's that one tooth left. Way in the back, they want to extract. And my dentist was wonderful. She's like, you could always wait till you get to Virginia to have that done if you want. But you know what I'm thinking? The oral surgeon already knew that he wanted to take that out, but I was unconscious while he was in there, so without consent, he couldn't take it. So he's already been in my mouth. I can't imagine I have to go and pay for consultation. I could just call him and say, dentist agrees, let's just take it out, schedule the date. So yeah, I imagine that'll be happening in July too. I am just hemorrhaging money. Between that and then the car, the van needing the new spark plugs and everything, I better sell this house fast. That was the other thing at the dentist. The hygienist said that they had 3 patients who were moving and that their houses sold like that. That one of their front desk people, she moved, her house as well, sold. So, you know, I'm just keeping it in my mind. I want to be living in the bare minimum here by the time my house gets listed, because I really don't want to be caught with my pants down, as they say. Yup, your house sold, you need to be out. So, for the past 2 days, since I spoke to you last, I overcompensated for my back using my arms. I pulled a muscle in this shoulder. So for 2 days, while I was wearing that guitar strap, which I'm still wearing it, I just took it off for lunch. Wearing that guitar strap to hold the phone in case I fall and can't get up. That guitar strap became a really good sling, just to remind myself not to use that arm. Not that I needed a reminder, because any slight movement and my shoulder was like, stop it! But I took care of it. You know, hemp hearts. I discovered hemp hearts on this whole vegan adventure. They have complete amino acids, which are really good to help your muscles repair themselves. So I've been trying to do my best to eat cleanly to support the body while I'm going through this. And yeah, I'm not overdoing it today, but I can move it. I could raise it up. Yeah, I went to Tuesday, I wound up taking my car to the mechanic. Remember I told you I had to go to the mechanic, yeah. So $600 later there. But all my coils and fuel injectors and spark plugs are happy. But that day taking my car, I couldn't use this hand to reach the key to the ignition. Doing everything left-handed, telling my left arm, please be okay. So yeah, everything's all good now. But like I said, I'm not overextending it or overusing it. And I thought this morning I would start out here in the pantry because it's the furthest part of the house, and start working my way forward. Just continuing to pluck out the things that I want to keep. But I thought to myself, why would I do that? I really don't have a place right now to put boxes if I pack them. So I thought to myself, you know what, let's go out on the porch and swap things around, because the furthest end of the porch were things that I was going to keep that needed to be packed, and then stuff for the house sale was more towards the front door. Now let me go out there and flip that. But then before I could do that, I knew there were empty boxes out there, so I wanted to create a space in the living room dedicated just for empty boxes. So it's really this. I can't do this before I do that. I got to move this before I can move that. Okay. But now it really is starting to come together, where I got all kitchen housewares that's for the estate sale in a tub, because tubs are emptying around me as I'm getting rid of things. So there's a tub in the, what we've been calling the Antiques Conservatory. There's a tub out there now with kitchen stuff, modern kitchen stuff that I don't want to use anymore. Spring pans and things from when I was baking. And then I keep discovering cameras, like old video cameras. So I have a bin in the Antiques Conservatory with all cameras, binoculars, AV equipment, all Bell and Howell, projector screen. So the more I'm able to start making lots like the auctioneer is doing, as I see things, oh, that can go over here. I have a section where all artwork is going. I have a section now for all Christmas and holiday decor. So the more I'm able to create these spaces, the more it's starting to make sense, and woo, maybe I can discover my living room again. Let me take a minute to eat. This turned out to be the day I wanted a week ago when my back went out. Christmas and holiday decor. Outdoor stuff. These are all things for the estate sale. This section I'm keeping, from the chair and the wagon over, except that box of books, that darn box of books right there. Yeah, and not the stuff in the corner. But you can kind of see an opening in the porch. Oh, it is hot and humid today. I am so glad I've been in the house. The living room looks a little emptier because I got rid of some stuff there. I went through my husband's duffel bag. It wasn't as bad as I thought. It just looks like a bag of dirty laundry. Yeah, the rest is still chaos. Except I know in that far corner underneath the keyboard, all empty boxes. And right across from it, empty boxes. Still my packing section. This is stuff that needs to be packed. And under the desk is all boxes for things that I own, so that when I come across them, I can pack them if I want to. But this in here, I feel so much better about this. I still have to take that wall stand off, but finally the wall is clear. I reorganized my router and modem so it is clean, plugged in. That's all that's over there. I got my chair back in here so it's not in the living room. That's a box of extension cords and anything electrical. The TV that I'm still watching, that's the box for it. It's out of the way. That is all my studio stuff for making my videos when you and I are back into the normal situation. Got myself a new bag for my memory keeping stuff so that it's organized. there's another bag coming so that some of this stuff can get organized too. But that's all my memory keeping stuff in my little adventure bag, my printer, because I'm still using it. A box I started packing of electronics, which needs to stay climate controlled anyway. So it's not quite full yet. But I can breathe. I can walk in here and not feel anxiety because everything has a place now. Same thing in here. These are all party supplies from when we used to have parties. The cabinet victrola is over here because there's an outlet. So when they come to look at it, it can get plugged in. They can see that it works. I have some posters that I'm not keeping that I want to flatten out. So I kind of have that going on there. All types of clothes if people want to thrift clothes. Artwork and frames. The fishing stuff. I have more fishing stuff I can bring up. More clothes. Yeah. Nothing else really changed in this back room. I think I showed you that earlier. Modern excuse me, I got dust in my throat. Modern kitchen stuff. All the AV equipment. All sorts of historic kind of books and stuff. A set of books here. Other than that, I started doing like statuary and knickknacks in that basket. All the commodes are in the corner. Yeah, and I left access to this Victrola because inside the cabinet are all Victrola records. Oh, God. I got a list going. A printout, an actual printout. Yeah, that one day when I couldn't move because of my arm and my back, I went around with AI and voice to text, and I just went room by room by room and said, okay, this is what needs to be done in here. This is what I want to keep. This is what I want to get rid of. This is what needs to be fixed. And room by room, including the basement. Have I mentioned that the attic is completely empty at this point? Yeah, there's nothing up in the attic. Then I said to AI, okay, please help me figure out how to get all that stuff done. I've got the calendar here for June as to when the sales are going to be and when the ladies from the antique shop will be coming into stage. Lay it out for me, myself and a helper. Back you up a little bit. Yeah, so it made it into columns for me. The stuff I can do that doesn't hurt my back and my arm, and then the stuff that a helper can do. Laid it out. It said this week get this stuff done, this week get that stuff done. Yeah, I've kind of jumped around a bit on my own, but I am sweating. It is hot and sticky. I had the fans going, so it felt good. Grew a little impatient there at one point because I really couldn't move. I wanted to do one thing, but I had to do 5 other things before I could do that one thing because things were in the way. And it was like, for the love of God. Oh my God. The only other thing I wanted to mention today is a shout out to Kathy. She left a comment on a video. She's catching up. And it was the video when we took the couches out of here. And when I reply to comments, so my channel is still beautifully low and intimate. So we have a core of people here that are always commenting and interacting with one another. So it's still at a level where I can really dig in deep with each of you. And before I respond, if anyone makes a comment on an older video, I like to review that video to make sure I can see from that person's perspective why they commented that way. And what was very interesting for me today was the fact that I was still bubbly and energetic that day, because that was like day 1 or 2 of really digging in. It was before the Packers came. The rainbow wall was still up. You know, all the big stuff was still in here, so I wasn't tired yet. And what I had said was, I'm along for the ride. As much as I want this to be over with, I don't want to rush through my life. I want to enjoy the process, because this is a unique experience for me and it'll never happen again. Fast forward to now, and I'm more exhausted because it's been nonstop. My body has responded, right? So my back is tender, my shoulder is tender, and I don't have problems sleeping because I'm exhausted at night. But it's been a long slog for a couple of weeks now. And when I look at my face in these current videos compared to that video, Jesus, am I tired? I look tired. My face isn't as bubbly anymore. And it's true, I don't want to rush my life, but for God's sake, I cannot wait for this month to be over with. Oh, it's too funny. It really is. I'm still laughing, but sometimes I look at the way I'm laughing and I think it's out of hysteria or just being overtired. Yeah. See, I'm slap happy. I was inspired today by watching that video too, because it was the day we got rid of the couch and the love seat, and that living room floor was wide open. And I said, oh, I want to get my rollerblades or have a dance party or something. And when I saw that and then looked at that living room the way it is today, whew, yeah, that's rough. So I'm really glad to have the studio organized the way it is and not just having things thrown in here. So it was a good day. I think it's 6 o'clock. Like, I got to a point, yeah, it's exactly 6, where I went from annoyed to when I got in here and it was my studio stuff, the video equipment, and organizing the wires and making sure everything was organized so that when I get to where I'm going, I know that this is the cord for my Sony RX, this is the cord for the JVC. Everything is organized and labeled just the way you know I love it. It calmed the beast. Let me tell you, all of a sudden I realized I was quiet. I had the ceiling fan going. It felt good. And I got into that Zen moment and I was like, I'm okay in here now. This is good. And, you know, organizing these wires so they weren't all over the place. They're nice and neat. Everything's right there. I'm okay. Oh, so I appreciate you, Kathy, for your comment. And I appreciate all of you, our core little group that comments often. I love all of you. And I even love those of you who watch and don't comment. I know you're out there and I know you're watching, and I appreciate you for, I don't know, walking this path with me. I can see how many people are watching my videos, and I know I'm not alone. And that makes all the difference in the world. I'm really enjoying the community that we're building here. So I am going to take a shower, a nice long shower, get cleaned up, and call it a night. I worked hard today. My shoulder feels all right. My back feels all right. Can you see in that one video in the beginning, the wires hanging off of me? That was my TENS unit, walking around with my electric stim. I eventually took that off and just put the back brace on. All right, guys. Oh, laugh at life. Laugh a lot. You know what's going to come soon? We're going to have to do a ceremonious peeling off of the Laughs a Lot Studios logo. Yeah, that's going to be something. I don't know. Maybe we'll light candles or play some sort of music as we peel off the vinyl letters. Talk to you soon, guys. Have a great night.